Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. This is look number 4, this week only using the Hela palette from Oden. This is my week of series where I upload an entire week of videos using just one eyeshadow palette. Today's look was fully inspired by an artist over on Instagram. I will be sure to mention her when I'm starting to create this look, and she's also linked down below. If you are new here, hello, my name is Rachel. I'm a homeschooling stay-at-home mom. I really like eyeshadow and I upload several videos every week. I am priming my eyes. This is the Glamlight Icing Primer. Everything that I'm using, per usual, is listed and linked down below in the description box. It's only not linked if it's discontinued, basically. I like to prime my eyes because it gives me a nice, clean base, like a fresh canvas, and it does accept the powder better. Now, in today's look, I want to do something a bit different. I've never actually done this style before. It was fully inspired by Gertha Sersha on Instagram. I'm going to link her Instagram down below because I'd seen this look done on her page and I just thought that this style was really lovely and unique, and I wanted to recreate it with the Hela palette today. So let's get these eyes primed and zoom you guys in and we'll get going. I'm actually going to start by laying a light shimmer over my entire eye. Now, I'm trying to decide if I want to use the shade River or the shade Double-Sided. I never ever do this, but again, I'm inspired by Sersha and I want to see... Okay, this is the shade River, and this is the shade Double-Sided. Double-Sided is a multi-chrome. I think I want River. So I'm going to put River with... I'm going to put it dry on my whole lid space. And if it's not quite the effect that I want, then I might put double-sided on top of it. No, that's actually pretty good. That's actually pretty good. Let me just clean off my fingers and do this with a brush. I really only swatched because I wanted to see what the shade colors were looking like. I know I got a lighter wash of them if I used my fingers, but I intended to apply it with my brush. And I'm placing River pretty liberally in the entire eye area, honestly. This is probably going to be an extremely quick look. It, I think, involves minimal shadows, but it's just an interesting style that I hadn't tried before. Now I'm taking quite a small blending brush and I'm going to go into Soot. I'm going to go in lightly. I can always build up if I want to, but because I'm not totally confident in what I'm doing, I think it's probably wise to go in lightly at first. And I'm going to place Soot in just a thin line from here, covering the curve to about here. So a little bit closer to the inner third, but mainly in the middle space. And I'm not going to talk while I do it because I just want to follow the curve of my eye here. Once that color, you know what, I need some chapstick. Once that color is laid down pretty well, without picking up any additional product, I'm using the same very small brush and just working the edges a little bit to soften them. I'm not sure if I put that in the right spot. I think if I put it all the way back in the curve of my socket, then you wouldn't see it at all. Of course, a lot of these pictures just look better when your eye is half closed and you're an Instagram photo, but in real life, it's a different game. Okay, I mean, it is what it is, right? I'm having trouble in my lighting right now. And honestly, that's about it for the top half. I'm going back into Soot with this same small brush, and I'm going to line my entire lower lash line and really smoke this out. So first I want to press it in to my lashes. You guys have to tell me if you've enjoyed the week of Hela. As you know, this is look number 4 for this week. And I've had fun this week. I think I can honestly say that I've enjoyed every week of series I've done. Because I try to choose palettes, which I try to keep palettes, you know, in my collection when they excite and inspire me. So doing a whole week with one palette is not really anything other than what I enjoy. I'm keeping this line thin right now and all the way to my inner corner, and I want to wrap it around just a little bit at the inner corner to bring in some smoke over here. Anyway, I have enjoyed the week of Hela. It's been fun to play with this palette. I do really like the palette. It's pretty. It's great colors, honestly. And I even liked my first look where I was using colors that are not great on me. Even that was fun. I think that I put this line in kind of the wrong spot, but it's fine, and it'll match a little bit better once I've got the other eye done. The lower lash line is just going to be this beautiful purple tone. Once I've got the color laid down pretty evenly, and as you can see, I'm not doing a wing or any shadow at all in the outer area. I'm just wrapping this dark purple around to the upper lash line only in the outer bits, so that the color of my eyelashes all the way around, I have this almond shaped line. Do you see what I mean? And then I'll deepen that with black liner. So this little tiny brush is now pretty well clean, and I'm just going to do what I did on the top, where I softly smoke out the lower lash line. I want to keep it a bit thinner here and here, and just smoke it out more like a bell curve in the middle. As I get more experience with eyeshadow, I'm learning that I think for the shape of my face, I don't like to have a thick line of color on the lower lash line. So I'm starting to think that I should just do my lower lash line with a typically I use a brush. I used to use a brush more like this one here, a bit earlier in my journey. And then I discovered that I think that a thinner line of color is better for my face. Again, my shaped face, the shape of my eyes, the fact that my entire face is a little rounder as opposed to long. So bringing that weight, the visual weight onto the lower lash line just closes things off a bit more. Same reason why I like a light inner corner and a dark outer corner. So then I started to use this brush here, which is a bit smaller and more pinched, just a little bit. And now today I'm using this third brush, which is the smallest one that I have. And it's just, everything's just closing in a little bit more precise, finessing my skill level and finding what I like. I'm happy about that. With that middle brush I just showed you, I'm going to pick up double-sided and again just use it dry. This whole eye look is much lighter toned, and I'm going to tap double-sided at my inner corner here. And finally, I'm going to close this all out with some black eyeliner. I am going to tightline my entire lower lash line, but I'm also going to tightline the top. So if you don't like that, now would be a good time for you to look away. I just want to bring in a lot of smoke. The lower lash line here is really what's most dramatic. So I want that lower lash line to be quite deep. And like I said earlier, where I've got the sort of almond shape darkness all around the eye and everything else is light except for that one line, that darkness is enhanced by tightlining the top lashes as well. I don't think I can do the inner part without using my other hand, which is currently holding the mirror. So I'm going to finish this off, put on some mascara, and I'll be right back. So here is everything with the other side done. I did pretty much the entire look on camera, as you know, including my waterline, which is just black. I did put on some mascara, and then on my face, I put on a bit of blush from my Tarte palette and a bit of highlighter from my BH Frosé palette. That is everything. I think it's really pretty, honestly. However, I think that this line up here is a little bit thicker than Saoirse's, and I'm not sure that it's placed in at the best arch, the right angle. Again, we have to remember that there is a difference between Instagram makeup and something that actually looks good in reality. Now, I don't know if Saoirse, if she wears her looks all day. I expect that she does, because generally they are extremely well done with a great deal of precision. They're really flattering, really beautiful, and totally wearable. They're colorful, but very, very wearable. So I would assume she wears them all day and she doesn't just do them for Instagram. Anyway, this was quite a diversion from what I usually do. I'm actually very much enjoying the full shimmer lid and then the smoky lower lash line. That's new, and I might need to play with it some more, but I think this is really pretty overall. I would love to hear your thoughts. Thank you so much for being here today. I hope you have enjoyed today's video. I hope you have enjoyed my entire week of Hela. It is a great palette. It's so much fun. It's got amazing formula and a really, really exciting color story. It's a great deal of fun. If you've got this palette, I recommend pulling it out and playing with it. I hope you will consider liking and subscribing to my channel if you haven't done so, because I do upload several videos a week. Be sure to check my description box for the other 3 looks this week, my Oden's Eye playlist and my week of playlist. I think this is like the 6th or 7th palette that I've done for week of. There are weeks featuring Ace Beauté, Juvia's Place, Glam Light. There are lots of videos in that playlist. I hope you'll check it out, and I look forward to seeing you guys in my next video. Bye!